Are you looking for 10 best things to do in El Paso? Whether you need to immerse yourself in records or hit the trails, El Paso has something for you. The vicinity's records dates again lots of years, which you may study extra approximately at locations like Hueco Tank State Park and Historic Site, and alongside the El Paso Mission Trail. To get a higher feel of neighborhood records, hit up the Magoffin Home State Historic Site or the Centennial Museum. When you are geared up to spend a while outside, Franklin Mountain State Park's trails cannot be beat. Round out your journey with the aid of using indulging with inside the neighborhood art scene at both the El Paso Museum of Art and the Plaza Theatre. Here is the list of 10 best things to do in El Paso. 1. Franklin Mountain State Park. Sweeping mountain vistas look forward to vacationers who determine to hike via Franklin Mountain State Park. The park lies much less than 18 miles north of the town middle and offers site visitors with a sense of being worlds far from civilization. There are extra than 100 miles of trekking trails throughout more or less 27,000 acres, plus mountain climbing possibilities, and more than one campsites. You also can partake in ranger packages, inclusive of guided hikes, motorcycle excursions, and artwork activities. Astute hikers may additionally see numerous species of birds or, if they are lucky, mountain lions, amongst different animals. Past vacationers raved approximately the park. Many loved their hikes and cherished the views, including that Destiny vacationers ought to try and time their hikes round sunset. Others warned that it could get in particular warm right here in summertime season, so make sure to present lots of provisions.
2. El Paso Mission Trail. El Paso's complicated records may be skilled alongside the El Paso Mission Trail, a 9-mile stretch alongside the U.S. Mexico border that passes with the aid of using challenge church buildings and one Presidio chapel. Each region has its very own records and info the complicated family members of few of the region's Native Americans, Spanish colonists, and missionaries. The Usleta Mission, that's closest to El Paso, has been in non-stop use on the grounds since 1682. Today, it's far nonetheless an essential spiritual website online for the Tigua Indian tribe. The close-by cultural middle has a museum designed to teach site visitors approximately the tribe's records. Come July, Usleta runs a 3-day song pageant with state performances, video games, and scrumptious food. The Socorro Mission has been immaculately restored. Its architectural info like cottonwood ceiling beams, adobe partitions, and a bell tower all constitute the commingling of Spanish and Pueblo cultures. The very last website online alongside the trail, the Presidio Chapel of San Elizario, commenced as a Navy fort with inside the past due 1,700 seconds. By the stop of the 19th century, the chapel became constructed, cementing the region's position as an essential spiritual website online.
3. Plaza Theatre. Details like murals, metallic railings, carpets with complicated designs, and mosaic tiles enhance the indoors of this Spanish colonial fashion theater. Located within inside the coronary heart of downtown, the Plaza Theatre has been welcoming visitors on the grounds since 1930. Here, you may attend dance performances, stay concert events, and musicals clean from a Broadway run. If you cannot capture a show, there is any other manner to look this cherished website online. The Plaza Theatre gives weekly guided excursions which are unfastened to the general public. Former consumers had been blown away with the aid of using the theater, mentioning its exquisite acoustics and neighborhood movie galas as highlights. Previous vacationers do notice one drawback. 11 though, the small, uncomfortable seats. 4. Hueco Tank State Park and Historic Site. Hueco Tanks is a sequence of rock outcrops which are lots of years old. The vicinity supplied preceding citizens with food, refuge, and locations to farm. Today, site visitors excursion the website online more often than not to view the pics beyond population left at the rock faces. Drawings consist of animals, masks, handprints, horses, and humans, amongst others, in addition to searching on the pictographs and petroglyphs. Vacationers can cross-trekking, camping, bird-looking, and mountain climbing. However, it is essential to notice that sure regions of the park are handiest available through a guided excursion, and that self-guided activities may also require reservations. No, 2. The handiest 70 human beings can get right of entry to the self-guided part of the park at a time. Finalize your reservations nicely earlier to make the maximum of a while on the website online. 5. Centennial Museum and Chihuahuan Desert Gardens. Unsurprisingly, El Paso's warm weather is the end result of its region with inside the Chihuahuan Desert. which
so that if
extends
something
via
happens to the
components of
gene
western
pool
Texas,
in
southern New
the
Mexico,
wild,
and northerly
population is
Mexico,
lost
the Centennial
inadvertently
Museum,
by
and the
wildfire
Chihuahuan
or
Desert Gardens,
road
placed at the
building or is
University of
accidentally
Texas at El
overgrazed,
Paso campus,
these plants
protect
can
the
be
desert's cultural
reintroduced
and herbal records.
in the wild
At the museum, Everlasting
from
reveals
stocks of
element the
plants
Chihuahuan
that are
Desert's
maintained
records.
in
It
certain
additionally
botanical
consists of
gardens.
brief reveals that
This
concentrate on
plant
diverse
happens to be
subjects
Salvia
associated with the vicinity,
pinstamonioides,
inclusive
which
of
is found
kids
in the
being
hill
held at
country
Tornillo's jail, and existence in El
Central
Paso in the
Texas.
course of World War II. The
We
Chihuahuan
trade
Gardens
plants
exhibit
like
extra than
this,
800 distinct plant life that
with
stay
other
within inside the
botanical
desert.
gardens
Visitors
so
can
that
stroll
there is a
via the
diversity
gardens
of
to
the
view the plant
population.
life of their herbal habitat,
We send
experience
them
some water
plants
functions,
from
or
this
take a
region
seat
which
down
are
on one of the
endangered
benches
or
to truly
threatened
take
or,
with inside the atmosphere. 6. El
Nestled
Paso
within the
Museum of
Montana
Art.
Historic
For extra than
District of El
60 years,
Paso
the
is
El
one of
Paso
the
Museum of
oldest
Art
and
has
most
preserved
cherished
and displayed
museums in the
American,
Sun City,
Mexican,
the
and European
International
artwork for sight
Museum of
visitors
Art.
to peruse. Sculptures, portraits, pics, and different mediums include EPMAS collection, which incorporates works with the aid of using greats like Anthony van Dyck and Sandro Botticelli. The museum additionally curates a sequence of rotating reveals with the aid of using artists from across the world. These reveals exhibit the entirety from pics of normal existence to mild displays. Visitors also can strive their hand at developing their very own portions with the aid of using signing up for a category on the OnWeb website Online Artwork School. According to current vacationers, EPMA is a cannot leave out appeal. They like the style of artwork on show, especially given the museum's small size. Many additionally cherish that admission is unfastened.
The
7.
Mexican-American
Fort Bliss,
War, the
and
new
Old
borders have
Ironsides
been
Museum.
drawn up.
Since
El Paso
1849,
became a very
Fort Bliss has been
significant
utilized by the
geographic
Army
center,
to teach
moving
troops.
out west
In
and then
addition
also
to cope
moving
with
down
operations
across the
for
border
battle
into
efforts.
Mexico.
Now, each Navy
So
employees
this area
and
was
civilians can find out
fortified,
about
and
the
a fort
post's
was
records on the
started here
Fort Bliss and
in
Old
El
Ironsides
Paso
Museum.
to defend this
Visitors will discover
significant
extra
point,
approximately
which
the
is
fort's
when
position
Fort
in
Bliss
helping troops in
began.
the course of conflict,
Here at
just
the
like the
museum,
Mexican
they have
Revolution
stuff
and World
beginning
War
from
II.
that time
Additionally,
period all the
the
way
museum
from
holds a
El
massive
Paso
show-off
and
committed
some
to
of
the
the
1st
Native
Armored Division,
American
the
stuff
American
before
Navy's
that,
Tank Division.
all the way to
In this
today.
part of the museum,
This is also
sight
the home of the
visitors will
first
find out about
armored
mechanized
division.
warfare's
So there's a lot of
and
interesting
development from the
history
40s
there
via
as
the early
well because they were
2010
very
seconds.
active,
Reviewers
particularly in
love
World
their
War
journeys
II,
to
which
the
is when
museum,
most of the
noting
stuff
that
the
the
museum
massive
is
area is
from.
informative,
So you get
and
a
they cannot
lot
leave
of
out appeal
vehicles
for Navy
from
buffs.
the
Others
North
have been
African
complimentary of the squad is
campaign in
stationed
World
at
War
Fort
II,
Bliss.
and then
To
also
offer proper
the
guidelines to
Italian
get to the
campaign
museum,
as well,
ought you
because
get lost.
the
8. Chamizal National Memorial. For years, the boundary among America and Mexico became delineated with the aid of using the Rio Grande. When the river shifted path with inside the mid-1800 seconds because of flooding, it reduced via El Chamizal, a bit of Mexican territory. Now that the river had moved, did that suggest the boundary among the two international locations moved? 2. This query sparked a land dispute that lasted for a century. After years of arbitration and talks, the U.S. and Mexican governments resolved the dispute in 1963. 11. Though it prompted a brilliant quantity of unrest from and uprooting for its citizens. Present-day Chamizal National Memorial commemorates the stop of the dispute. At the memorial, site visitors can prevent with the aid of using the museum to find out about the records of the argument or go to the website Online's Artwork Gallery to look works with the aid of using vicinity artists. Travelers can in addition have interaction with El Paso's records and way of life with the aid of attending one of the memorial's several occasions that are hosted on the indoor theater and the out-of-doors stage. Available packages consist of out-of-doors summertime season concert events which are a part of the Music Under the Stars collection, and performances tied to the yearly Siglo de Oro Drama Festival, which celebrates Spanish theater for individuals who may not be on the town for a performance. There are numerous trails to discover strolling or with the aid of using motorcycle. 9. El Paso Holocaust Museum and Study Center. The El Paso Holocaust Museum became based in 1984 with the aid of using Henry Kellen, a Holocaust survivor who desired to proportion his studies with the community. What commenced as a small show tucked into the town's Jewish community center has grown to be the handiest bilingual Holocaust museum within the U.S. The museum's challenge is to teach the general public approximately the atrocities devoted with the aid of using Nazi Germany within the wish that comparable acts will now no longer manifest again. Through its everlasting reveals, the museum lines existence earlier than, in the course of, and after the Holocaust. It additionally hosts occasions in the course of the year to in addition have interaction with the community. Past vacationers praised the museum's multimedia displays. Several human beings additionally liked its small size, including that the museum's intimate format makes it smooth to preserve older kids engaged with the material. 10. El Paso Zoo. Families cannot cross incorrect with a journey to the El Paso Zoo. It's a small facility, consistent with current vacationers. However, there may be lots to discover. The zoo homes a number of animals, consisting of solar bears, tigers, orangutans, giraffes, and zebras. There also are a carousel, a teach, and a playground for kids. What's extra? The zoo hosts unique packages where, for added fees, site visitors can study extra approximately how the assets cares for its animals, meet a number of its elephants or spend the night time, and experience a guided excursion earlier than and after it opens. Previous site visitors presented combined evaluations of the zoo. Many praised the excellent care the zoo offers its animals, and loved the animal demonstrations. Others stated the zoo became mediocre in comparison to others they had visited, and wanted the ability had a greater diversity of animals.